ولا الضالين آمين. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Please write down your name at the chat section as a proof of your attendance. Okay, Alhamdulillah. We thanks the Allah the Almighty for His blessing. We are able to be here in this Majlis Al to continue our study related to knowledge management. The topic, I believe, it is a tool that you can use to complete the puzzles of your specialization of your of the courses that you study throughout your student period, okay, programs. Okay, you have been here for you have in our campus for more than 3 years, 4 years. I hope that you can use this course as a tool for you to complete the puzzle, because why you learn this, the kuliah required courses, department requires courses, okay, your specialization required courses. I hope this course will help you to see the whole picture about about the programs, BIT or BIT especially, and also about your specialization, okay, because this thing will see and will help you to function effectively, okay, since you know the things that the preparation, the thing that you need to prepare by yourself before you join the industry. In the previous class, we learned about the knowledge management solution that include processes and system. I hope you are aware of what are four processes and what are the four sub processes under the knowledge management system process: knowledge discovery, capture, application, okay, and sharing. And what are two components under the system, which is mechanisms and the technologies. And I hope that you are aware the examples of the mechanism that you can use, the organizational and structural mechanism that can be used in your company to exercise the knowledge management mechanism. Okay, you learn about the online learning, observation, on-job training, and so forth, so forth. This you can look at the week number 3. Okay, all these things. Okay, since almost all of you are here, okay, I think we have okay. I'm thinking to inform you that as you are aware that we going to have two. All right. So since 25th, I think, if not mistaken, or 26th is gonna be your mid break. I'm planning to have the first quiz before the mid break. For this case, looking at your calendar, the right time for us to have this is the 22nd of November. Okay, ada lagi. Apa dah? Okay, 22nd of November. 22nd of November, I think if you... So please spread the words. Okay, inshallah, our first quiz is going to be on the 22nd of November. During your class hour, the chapter will be included from chapter 1 until chapter 5, which is today. Okay, so, oh, sorry, chapter 6. I believe we are going to be able to finish the chapter 6, 1 to 6. Inshallah, there will be, the agenda for 22nd of November. I give a brief lecture for half an hour, and then I will give I give you what we call that I think the rest of the hours, maybe around another I don't know, 1 hour 90 depends on the time, maybe 1 hour or half an hour or 45 minutes, depends on the type of question. I'm still just drafting the question for your quiz. I'm still not this. I'm yet to decide whether it's gonna be objective or ABC or multiple choice question, or is going to be the essay question. Because if I choose the MCQ, is there any possibility for student to say, I trust you, but there are cases, okay? Student can share information through technology. Easy nowadays. It's easy nowadays. I think the best way, after reviewing all the possibilities, I think now I'm at this position to decide to consider to have essay question. Ada lagi. Essay question. Essay question, maybe 2 question, application question, you need to answer it in 1 hour. Okay. It is going to be on 20 seconds. So please spread the word. Okay, do we have today the Ahmad Naufal bin Zuhairi? Ahmad Naufal bin Zuhairi? No, yeah? Okay, no problem. So I will give the love letter. Do we have the Hafizul Izani? Also not available. Meaning that, okay. I mean that. So if you know these 2 guys, please send my what call it, my I don't know what to say. My regard. Okay, say that. To both of these. If you are not interested, if they are not interested, why they register the name at my class? It is something that not good for their record. If I suppose I do not want to send a warning letter, whatever letter, but it is just received last week a clear directive from the dean for all lecturers to monitor students' attendance. Otherwise, we're going to be blamed for anything happen in future. If I fail to send a warning letter and student got F, I will be investigated by the department, by the kuliah. So please send my regard to these 2 guys, if you know these 2 guys, Ahmad Naufal bin Zuhairi, and also Muhammad Hafizul Izani bin Zulkifli. If better for them to drop the class, okay? Because it is going to be written in their record. It's not good. All right. So please, whoever just joined, take note. This coming 22nd of November is going to be your first quiz. 2 essay question. Okay, inshallah, I'm still drafting. Inshallah, next class I will inform you the detail about the quiz. Okay. So because before I'm thinking to have the MCQ, but looking at the possible a few possibilities, I think better for me to be fair, make it as the essay question, 2 essay question for 1 hour. Okay, where you need to show me something that you are able, that you are really understand the concept of knowledge management to be practiced in the IT industry. Okay, so these are for a reminder, please spread the word to your friend. I do not want to have the situation on the 22nd that there will be a student say, sir, I do not know, we do not know. Meaning that the problem, yeah, thank you very much, Ahmad Naufal. Please write down this announcement in your WhatsApp group. Okay, 22nd of November, there will be our first quiz before your mid break. And then after that, sooner after the mid break, I will be going maybe a week or 2 after the mid break. We're going to have the second quiz number 2 that cover from topic number 7, chapter 7 until whatever topic we finish. But for this, from chapter 1 until chapter 6. All right. But the question will be an application type. You need to understand the concept and you need to be able to suggest, to propose how those processes or components or whatever can be implemented in your own understanding. Okay, this is a thing that for your first quiz. Okay, let's continue for today's class. I think inshallah we'll be able to finish this topic by today because it's quite straightforward compared to other subjects for this course. This topic for today is quite straightforward. I believe we have a few slide presentation to cover the discussion. All right, for today is going to be we're going to discuss about the impacts of KKM to the organization. Okay, this is a thing that maybe some of you curious why we need to study the knowledge management. That's why I said at the beginning of this class, hopefully this course will be able to help you to complete the puzzles of your program. Maybe some of you is curious, still not sure why we need to do the kuliah required courses, department required courses, and the specialization required courses, or even university required courses. Okay, hopefully this course will help you and to prepare your mindset with all the technical skill that you have from programming, networking, database, multimedia, whatsoever. Okay, to give you some ideas and insights on how to perform your task in IT industry or in any industry that you are employed. All right. Okay, first, these are contents, the impacts of knowledge management on people. Okay, you as individuals, you as members of that organization, you as a staff, okay, you as individual, as humans, you as student now. Okay, if you really understand the concept of knowledge management, how your understanding about the program, the courses that you have taken will give you ideas on how to perform your jobs if you are employed by any industry. How to survive, we can say that. How to do jobs, how to do your job effectively and efficiently. Okay, this is a thing that impact on processes and also impact on products, impact on organizational, and finally impacts of knowledge management on organizational performance. But now there are very few companies who succeeded to really implement knowledge management. Okay, we can say that the Facebook, the Google, the Amazon. Okay, these are the type of example. Maybe you can read by yourself. The type of technology, the type of mentality of people for the top management, middle management, and lower management in that particular companies. Your friend asked me, you and me about adversary in the or rivalry in employment. Yes, it is common. But if that adversary and rivalry can be transformed into the things that can benefit everybody, want to rival, want to adverse to everybody, so that the company can be benefit from that particular competition, that's all right. But if that rivalry can try to sabotage each other, then that is going to be a different. That's why if everybody want to compete, then KM mechanism need to be structured according to that particular competition. Okay, knowledge management mechanism. What type of mechanism is suitable to be used in an environment where all the employees are competing with each other? There must be some right mechanism to be used or right technologies to be used. It is a thing that to be flexible. Okay. Maybe, but if your organization or like for example military, they have a clear chain of command. Everybody want to work or live in an environment where they want to achieve the goal. For example, in the warfare, they want to win the war. That different story. They are willing to sacrifice their life for the sake of objective and mission. Maybe you need to be flexible. Maybe you need to structure your organization, chain of command, like military. At the same time, you need to have the mechanisms that will help people to support the type of mechanism, KM mechanism that can support that clear chain of command like military. But if your company is competitive organization where everybody can come, you are motivate, you are encouraging people to compete with each other. You want to implement knowledge management. Your company must have the right mechanism and technologies to ensure that the processes can be achieved and obtained. Okay, maybe everybody can compete, but at the same time, no sabotaging. No sabotaging. If you are reported to sabotage your friend, your colleagues, meaning that you can be fired from your position. This must be flexible. Okay. So this is a chapter objective. Understand the impacts on knowledge management on organization and organizational performance at several levels for people, processes, product, and overall performance. Inshallah, we have discussion about that. And if for the details, you can read from your textbook. Please, brothers and sisters, try to read your textbook. Okay, there are examples, there are explanation that you can benefit from your reading. Okay. Okay, how knowledge management impacts organization. Knowledge management, knowledge, and organization. You understand that what the components, what comprise organization? First, they comprise the structure. They comprise the people as employee from top management, middle management, and lower management. First, second, they comprise the structure, chain of command. Okay, either for horizontal or top-down chain of command. Okay, third, they comprise the processes, business model. Okay, the core business. Either you are private profit seeking organization, or you just you are the service provider organization from the government side, or you are non-government NGO, non-government organization. Okay, to provide voluntary services to the community. It depends. Okay, that's the process, a core business. Okay, and the fourth is the culture. The culture. What is your culture? Everybody, is it your company or culture based on what? Mutual understanding, competitive and adversary, or what? That's all culture. This is and knowledge management. If you look carefully on from the solution in terms of processes and the system, and also in the foundation, okay, have some sort of potentials to improve the performance of your organization in terms of people, in terms of the processes and core business model, okay, in terms of the structure, chain of command, and or horizontal, if you look carefully. Because why? Especially when when your company or your organization are competing or having a rival from other companies. Okay, meaning that you are, let's say you have your B and you A and B. Your company is A and your rival is B, company B. Both of you are doing the same business. Maybe different technology, whatever, but you have the same core business to sell, to provide services, or to come out with the products. The same product, maybe different brand. Like, for example, Intel and AMD. What are these two? When I mention AMD and Intel, this your just simple knowledge, simple question to ask you. When I say AMD and Intel, what does come to your mind? Is it what? Is it related to what?
CPU.
Oh yes, processor. Good. CPU processor. Yeah. Okay, this is a thing that. So I hope if you are still not sure, two possibility. Alhamdulillah, your response very fast. If you're still not sure, meaning that I need to go to. If you do not know, meaning that I need to two possibility whether my lecture is give you tempt you the suicidal thought or you really don't know. Then if the first one, maybe I will go to the department and ask the department to change to change me with to replace me with other lecturer. Or if you really don't know, we need to revise our syllabus. But alhamdulillah, you know. Okay. AMD and Intel, for example, processor, CPU. Maybe now, what type of thing that you want to compete? Maybe in terms of core from i9, I don't know, AMD type of AMD in terms of buses, in terms of what? Okay, in terms of cache, what? There are many things they can think. Interaction with other hardware, the type of flexibility. This depends. This is the thing that the same product but different brands, they need to come up with the new ideas. Okay, new ideas and new abilities to compete so that the customer will look, I think Intel is better. Why? I think AMD is better. Why? Maybe Intel is better for the desktop, but AMD is better for the server. Let's say, for example, I don't know. That's your bread and butter. Okay. So this is the thing that impact organization, the performance, the ability to come out with new ideas. Not only the ideas, but how to tackle, how to improve, how to produce. Okay. This is the thing that. Knowledge management in terms of this dimension, they are interrelated from the people. They will go to the processes. They will try to think and come out with the new products, and that inshallah will give the something got to do with the performance. It is interrelated. You can see the arrows there. Okay, all these things. You can imagine in the organization where everybody share the same objective, where everybody, you know that, for example, Japanese companies, loyalty in a Japanese company is very essential. They are loyal people. They are willing to, I don't know, maybe because of they have their belief on the Bushido, or their belief on the culture of loyalty. They are willing to working long hours for the company. They feel indebted to the company. You can imagine that type of environment where everybody like to strive their life, their effort, their thought, their mind to the performance of organization, to the company. Okay, the people, and they have the good attitude in terms of working each other. They have a high morale. They feel motivated. Okay, they cannot feel when they have on week. Then when they be on weekend, they cannot wait for Monday to go to the company and work. If they have that type, if you have this type of people, for me, this situation described me when I was just hired by our kuliah. You know that, as a young lecturer. Because why? Because I feel so excited. You know, I volunteer many things. When the dean asked who I want to be in the minute writer, sir, who want to do this? I volunteer anything. Almost. I come to the weekend just to write a minute. When I was hired, I have no car. I need to travel with LRT from the Kampung Kerinci to Gombak, but motivated. But after that, but this motivation need to be supported by the positive environment. But if you but as time goes by, you see something that not match with your motivation, you feel demoralized. You feel just do whatever you can do. Now, but I focus on other thing, which is mahallah. That's people. That mean that I have the positive mindset towards UIA. I feel indebted. I feel, alhamdulillah, I was hired by UIA. I need to show my good performance. I need to give back. This is the mentality. Okay, if you have this type of mentality and you are willing to learn, you are willing to share, then knowledge management can be practiced. But if you are very self-individualistic, selfish person, you do not want, you just want to become the top while pushing people down from their position, then that's not good type of group of people to be employed in the organization that want to practice knowledge management. Okay, that's why maybe some of you become somebody in your organization. And as mentioned in previous class, not many companies successfully implement knowledge management because of this limitation or hurdles. But maybe when you get somebody in your position, you can try to set up the practice, the implementation knowledge management in one department. Select one a group of people who really motivated, who have the positive mindset, okay, and then try to train them so that they will have the knowledge can be leveraged among themselves. Maybe 5 people, one department, 5 people, you can leverage the knowledge among themselves so that everybody can have the same ability, same expertise like other people. Okay, and you can imagine if all these 5 people working together and think for the betterment of the department, that will improve the processes, that will improve the products, and the same finally will improve the organizational performance. Okay, starting with individual. Okay, what does impact to the people? Employee learning. You learn easily. Because your friend, you have seniors who are willing to teach you, and you as a junior willing to respect him or her, not after you become, you know that you ignore them, you chase them out from your position. There's no such thing like that. Okay, you need to respect each other. Okay, for your senior will be so that your senior will be delighted to share his or her experiences to you. Okay, because this is a mutual respect. Employee learning can also cause employees to become more flexible and enhance their job satisfaction. Yeah, let's say flexibility in the sense of what? For example, A is take leave or emergency leave. If you have the leverage of knowledge, it's easier for the company to entertain a request from the client with regard to the A's expertise, because everybody has at least the almost same knowledge. It's flexible. Okay, no, I do not know about this. I'm fixed on that. No. Everybody should have the same leverage of knowledge. It's the thing that, for example, in the one department, IUM, one of the things they try at our kuliah, unless it is related to the course which is specialized course. But for the general courses, they try to rotate the course. Okay, rotate the course. I think, alhamdulillah, I've been teaching for many years. I think I had taught, I think, more than 60 different courses from my former department and until DIS. Okay, I'm teaching the first graduate. There are every semester different courses. That's why it gives me motivation. When someone wants to take maternity leave, I'm able to teach that course because I have experiences, flexibility in so that everybody so that the department can still offer the course. Because why? Because there are other people who have at least the same knowledge with the prominent lecturer in the field. All right. Employee learning, adaptability, adaptable to the new environment, to the new challenge, to the new products, okay, and job satisfaction. Maybe this job satisfaction cannot be measured in tangible input or output, but intangible. You know that when you teach, let's say, for example, when I finish every semester, when I finish teaching, especially a new course, I will feel satisfied. Something cannot be measured in a material way. Okay, you feel so happy, you feel satisfied, you feel Alhamdulillah. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana. You can feel that. Okay, you feel that you are nothing, you feel Allah will help you. This is a thing that maybe for us Muslim, we need to have this thing, just a satisfaction. Qana'ah. Okay, because we do that. All right. Another for the what does it mean for the employee learning? Okay, this can be accomplished through the externalization, tacit to explicit. I hope that from now until now you already know, you're aware what does it mean by tacit, what does it mean by explicit, so that you'll be able to understand. And I want to see in your case study report about externalization. What does it mean by how you want to implement the externalization? And in the previous class, we learned about the externalization. Can someone tell me under which sub-processes of the externalization? Okay. Yes. Under which sub-processes? Is it what? Sub-process of what? Externalization. Internalization. Is it discovery, sharing, application, or capture? Which part of it?
Capture.
Capture. Good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Who said that? Who said that?
Me, sir.
Adib Jamaluddin. Thank you, Adib. Okay, thank you. Yeah, capture. So you understand, you aware that Muhammad Adib Jamaluddin. Thank you. All right. So you know what is under the discovery, combination, and socialization. You know what is under sharing, socialization, exchange. You understand about the application, okay, direction and routings. Depends. If your imaginary IT company want to have all, it is highly recommend, no problem. Because when you think as a group with the other members about all 4 processes, it's going to be beneficial for you in the real world, where if your boss, your supervisor asks you how to implement what type of sub processes for the application, for routing, direction, for example, how, or you have the ideas to extend the definition for that, for these 4. But if you want to focus on one, it's up to you as well. You allow it, okay? If you feel that you have no time to discuss all processes, just want to focus because the nature of your imaginary IT companies is suitable for knowledge sharing, for example, then you focus on socialization and exchange. What type of mechanism under these 2, exchange and socialization, can be used, okay? Or you can focus on the capture, what type of mechanism that can support externalization and internalization. So these are things that I want to see in your imaginary IT company case study. All right, thank you. So externalization, internalization, explicit to tacit, okay? Socialization, how you synthesize your tacit knowledge across individual through joint activities. Socialization, whether you have the group binding activities, weekend, I don't know, or you have the coffee break session with everybody at 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. Everybody must go to the pantry room, have a chit chat related to the job, okay, coffee and discuss, or what, depends. Or maybe before you start your operation in a company, There will be briefing, for example. The boss will be briefing what the problems, what are the thing that they are facing, the problem the company is facing now, so that they will motivate people to do more jobs, more work, to share what. This is a thing that socialization depends. Or maybe the boss will sponsor once a week lunch, brown box lunch, okay, so that people can sit down together and have an informal discussion with regard to the problem they are facing as individual and also as a department or as a unit. What this socialization? It's informal and casual discussion. Maybe they have every week, once a week, maybe on the Friday, after the Friday prayer. Okay, there will be no meeting. Once everybody will sit down, enjoy their lunch, and have the casual discussion from the CEO until all the managers, sharing their problem, propose the solution. These are things. Okay, this is socialization. And there will be some people that then will be recorded, so that people will know on how to store, how to capture the information and improve it, so it become the knowledge. How to create communities of practice, or COP. Okay. Maybe you are notified. That's why I said in the beginning of the class, you need to classify, categorize the type of knowledge that your company has. By as a similar effort that you have done for yourself. You yourself must classify your specialization. What type of knowledge that you have? Is it still information or already upgraded to the knowledge? This is the thing there. Then after that, you can transform the practice into the real world in the organizational environment. Okay, where you classify and categorize the type of knowledge that your organization have. Okay. Sorry. Okay, impact on employee productivity are likely to adapt when they interact with each other, new ideas. That's why, for example, just mentioned to you just now, after every Friday prayer or once a month, once a week during the Friday, after Friday prayer, there will be a casual discussion to discuss among everybody from the top until the lower management about the new ideas on how to improve certain things, on how to do this, how to resolve it. Okay, to accept change. When the CEO said we need to have a new technology to support the operation, and then there will be some resistance or different opinions from the members, and the CEO must be ready, the top management must be ready to answer the question and see and suggest the benefits, the things that, so that people will be able to accept changes, okay, in anything. And they're more prepared to respond to change. That's one example. That's why the mechanism, the right mechanism to be, the right knowledge management mechanism to be used for this is very important. So you need to be creative in this sense. Understand the environment, understand your business models, understand your product, understand your people, and then you need to be flexible to propose the type of the right mechanism, the right QM mechanism to be used for this to support the adaptability. Job satisfaction, okay. Having more employee sharing with one another, turnover rate will reduce, positively affecting revenue and profit. Like what happened to Japan. Many Japanese companies, they are very loyal. They have a very clear structured chain of command. Okay, everybody want to promote themselves with the hard work and ideas. This type of motivation, that maybe it must start somewhere. our culture. I don't think for Malaysian, we are having this type of culture. Maybe we need to improve your generation. We become the starting generation that initiate this culture. Culture of knowledge sharing, culture of willing to help each other. Okay, the culture of group-oriented in the personality. You mean that your main concern is the group project, the group objective, group mission. Your mission is secondary. If you have this type of mentality, Alhamdulillah, you are on the right track for the knowledge management implementation. But if you are self-centric individual, you don't care about other people, whether they know or not, meaning that you are not on the right group of mentality to practice knowledge management. You need to change your mindset. Okay, you are not suitable to be working in a knowledge management environment because your personality per se hampers or inhibits all the processes of knowledge management. You cannot tolerate with the knowledge sharing. You feel distorted if someone capture your knowledge and share with other people. Then you are not right track. You are not the right environment. Okay, so this is the thing. Ask yourself, who are you, so that you become be willing, you'll be able to survive in the knowledge management environment. KM also provide employee solution to problem they face in the case those same problems have been encountered earlier, meaning that you don't need to repeat the wheel. The same problem you identify, you classify, everybody can see it in the technology, okay, or in the system that you have under the same problem. You can imagine an environment where the new employees come and the system that you design, that you classify, categorize the type of knowledge that your organization has is very clear and simple. When a new employee wants to learn something, got problem with a new task, he search, he identify. Very focused database, very clear and proper way of indexing. Okay, that's the thing. That they're easy for the new companies, new employees to function, to work, okay, to survive in that particular environment. And also for the employee learning, we discussed about that. You can see the arrow, it is interrelated. On process, it provides improvement. It offers improvement in the process such as marketing, manufacturing, accounting, engineering, and public relations. You can imagine for the marketing, maybe you can have the new technologies that can support the marketing. Maybe now for myself, when someone mention marketing, my mind will trigger the advertisement, will trigger the telemarketer, okay, will trigger the pop-ups in the website, will trigger the ads in the YouTube, will trigger. There are few things. But maybe if you working together, okay, as a different marketing, you can see that what type of new technology, maybe the bot. Yeah, now I've triggered the marketing bot. But maybe there will be need for example, now people develop the software in the Google Play. When you download software, one of the thing that you need to face if you're using the free software from the Google Play is to face the advertisement. You can imagine every day, if someone use that particular apps, he needs to face the same content of apps. Lazada. or Shopee. Maybe sometimes it comes, I want to say something, I want to go to this particular shop. Okay, this is not new idea. Everybody has done it for years. What type of improvement that you can use for the marketing? You can think. Okay, the processes, manufacturing. Okay, is it maybe in terms of automation? Maybe you can combine automation and human skills, or what? This is a type of improvement. Accounting, the best technique to do accounting. In terms of what? In terms of skill, in terms of particularity, in terms of what? That's why it's very important for knowledge management to sit, for those who have knowledge about this, sit down together, combine with other specialization and think on how to improve the process that every organization has it. Okay, public relation, for example, on how to improve it. For me, I can say that, sorry to say, the public relation among a politician is not for Malaysia. I don't know who is the advisor. They are not have the good public relation. Okay, you know, suppose during the situation nowadays like this, where everybody struggle with their financial problems, it is not the right time for the government to announce to in the national budget planning about the spending to have for the ministry, for the minister to have the new car. La ilaha illallah. That's public. I think, I don't know how public relation. That's why public relation is also very important, especially for the governments. Okay, it's not suitable. For example, the Kelantan National State government, where we have the problem of the water, the piping, whatever, and still the ESCO has the Methodist. It is not a good public relation. So knowledge management must be practiced in the politics so that people will see a good public relation. Okay, the public figure, public. I don't know. This is a thing that requires a good advisors and also a group of people who have a good ideas to improve the public relations. Okay, I'm not going to go further. This impact can be seen three dimensions: effectiveness, efficiency, degree of innovation, and the process. If you really practice knowledge management in this in the processes, you can see the effectiveness, you can see the efficiency, you can see the innovation in the process. Okay, these are things that, what does it mean by effectiveness? Performing the best suitable processes and making the best possible decision. Effectiveness. Efficiency, the promise of from the process quickly and in low cost fashion. Okay, efficiency and effectiveness is very important. Maybe if you go for interview, they will one of the famous question I got from my friends in the SPA for the government position. Maybe some of them will be the question will be also asked for the private sector. How your specialization can help our organization to improve our effectiveness and efficiency. You can imagine. First, you need to know about what is your specialization, and you need to understand the topics that you learn, and you need to understand the input and output from your courses. And also, you need to understand the meaning of effectiveness, and you need to understand the meaning of efficiency, and also you need to apprehend the nature of your organization so that you can answer that question. It's a famous question being asked: how your specialization can help us to improve our efficiency and effectiveness. If I ask this question, how many of you feel confident? I'm not going to ask you one by one, but I want to ask you, how many of you feel confident to answer this question from 1 to 10? How many of feel more? If you can ask yourself, I'm not going to ask one by one, but ask yourself, if you go for the interview, if someone asks you this question, range from 1 to 10, what is your answer? If it's 7 and above, alhamdulillah. You're able to answer, you're able to relate, you're able to understand, you're able to give solution. Based on that, meaning that you are ready to be employed. But it's still meaning that not clear what the type of answer you want to produce, then something wrong somewhere, then better prepare yourself. Okay, you can do. That's why I said this course hopefully can be used as a tool to glue all the puzzles and become one clear picture. You had done the technical knowledge, a lot of technical knowledge. When I look at your department, kuliah, and university required courses, I think a lot of, for example, for the kuliah, you have around 14 courses to be taken. Department, 14 cases. And for your specialization, around 12 or 9 credit hours, 9 courses. You can imagine. Okay, a lot of courses. Okay, so please, efficiency. Then you can discuss, and you can imagine if someone asks you, can you suggest how your courses, the list of courses that you took as a student can help us to improve our performance? Because now our company is competing with other companies. How you and your courses can help us to improve our competition in this industry. Think. You can think about that. The type of courses that you can learn, that you have learned, the type of what. So this is a thing that better to know, right? And about yourself and your knowledge. Okay, KM can enable to become more effective by helping them to select and perform the most appropriate processes. My specialization is ETM. I learn technical skill. I learn about soft skill. I learn about the processes. I learn about business model. Okay, this example. And I learn about how to optimize your resources, organizational resources, for the betterment of your performance. Okay, I know how to improve the one main component of your organization, which is knowledge and expertise from your employees. Okay, so that they get that particular expertise can be leveraged among the employees. Everybody will have the same knowledge. Everybody will have the same expertise, and everybody can function in the different environment if needed. Okay, effective by helping them to select, perform the most processes. Knowledge management enables us to quickly adapt their process according to the current circumstances, maintaining process effectiveness in changing time. There will be changes. Many times in organization will face the changes. Sorry. Okay, another impact process, efficiency and innovation. Innovation. Maybe innovation from the ideas, it go to solution, and it will improve the processes. Okay, and all these things started from the knowledge sharing, knowledge capture, knowledge discovery. Okay, from this innovation. When there are more than one mind working together to support the one goal, innovation can be achieved. Okay, you focus, I have this knowledge, my friend have this knowledge, we complete each other, we share the knowledge, we leverage knowledge among ourselves. Inshallah, the innovative solution will be triggered based on the problem that you are facing. Okay, innovation. Khalid bin Al-Walid, for example, during the I forgot which war, with the Rome. Did anyone knows the war with Rome, with Roman? With Khalid al-Walid? Allah Muhammad. Anyone remember the Basad? Mu'tah. I think around Mu'tah. Okay? Mu'tah. I think with the Roman. Yeah, Khalid al-Walid, with his innovative ideas, Khalid al-Walid managed to reduce the casualty or martyrdom of companions, okay, of Muslims by retreating face by face, okay, rather than retreat all. I think one of the mechanisms is that they manage just innovation. And during that time, the companions very some are you can imagine the culture of that companion. That's what innovation can be practiced. Why? Because the members themselves have the good mentality, have the good, we can say that have a good personalities. No jealousy. For example, you can imagine if you want to have this innovation, but at the same time your employees have the higher level of jealousy toward each other. Yes, they can sit down together for the sake of your directive and orders, but I don't think they will be able to come up with the right innovative solution, because if they propose it, someone who present will get the name, and because they have a high level of jealousy. That's why jealousy or the bad things, all the negative attitudes need to be reprimanded before a company can. But this common, you cannot run away from jealousy, but in a controllable manner. Okay, as a human, we have this type of jealousy, but why other people can do it? Meaning that they are willing to sacrifice their self desire for the sake of organization. Okay, as long as they can see, maybe the company also can consider the reward. Okay, the same reward for a group who can come up with an innovative solution, not for individual. Okay, how can impact on processes? Okay, process, a few mistakes, productivity improvement, cost saving, okay, improve innovation, brainstorming, exploitation of new ideas. Okay, I think this thing is straightforward. That's why I'm going to finish by today. Okay, impact product, value added products, knowledge based product. Maybe from now, for example, you can start to think, okay, as individual, even though there's no requirement for you to think in this course, but maybe I can see it in your answer, the new product from the current technology that we have, what type of new future technology that we may have to as one of the main thing in ICT environment. Okay, now maybe we have now what else? The thumb drive with terabyte, maybe. Yeah. Nowadays we have some part of it. Some they already have it. What type of what? The computer. That I don't know. Maybe in future there will be the computer will not be in now desktop or laptop. Everything is virtual computer, meaning that you just need the something you put in your hand, in your finger, and suddenly you like that, and then suddenly the screen is on. Okay, you can see like the Iron Man did, the movie Iron Man, it's a science fiction movie, but don't be surprised in future. You just take it like that. Okay, the computer, the virtual computer, virtual screen, virtual. Don't be surprised. You may see it in the next decades, all these things. Okay, this is a new product, innovative product. And how did they understand? Because from the current product, they think, they sit down, they suggest, they imagine, then they become the new product. Can help organization offer new products or improve products that provide a significant additional value as compared to the earlier product. Yes, you could, as mentioned to you just now. When it's ready to sit down together, exercise their imagination. Okay, then think about the supporting infrastructure that they can be used to materialize their imagination. Then become the value-added product. Impact on knowledge-based product. Okay, KM have a significant impact that are knowledge-based, like this in consulting or software development. Yes, consultation. Okay, consultant companies, they need to be creative and innovative, or software companies. Maybe one of the things you can say that everybody is using the Microsoft Office. Maybe you can think, looking at the software that we're using from the Office, from the Word, Excel, database, PowerPoint. Maybe you can suggest what type of improvement can be embedded in the new software. For example, if you are working in the similar type of companies, like, who knows in futures, looking at the limitation and try to suggest that limitation in a new product. Performance, direct impact, indirect impact. For direct impact, profit and revenue will be improved, will be increased. But for the indirect impact, intangible, what type of intellectual, leadership, loyalty, customer loyalty, and so forth. Okay. In terms of this example, performance in the diagram. Okay, level impact. You can this is a summary for the impact for knowledge management for the organization. And this is the conclusion. Alhamdulillah, we finished before the time. So please, brothers and sisters, take note. Remind your friend, for whoever who are not here. On the 22nd, we're going to have our first quiz. Okay, 2 questions. Okay, 2 questions or 1 question, depends, and you need to write the answer. Okay, so I think that's all from me. I hope that for all of you already write the name at the chat section as a proof of your attendance. If no question, I think send my regard to one of your friend, Ahmad Naufal Zohairi, and also Hafizul Izani bin Zulkifli. I still yet to listen from him, from the WhatsApp group whatsoever. His excuse, I will draft the warning letter, because they have been missing for more than 6 times. Okay, I try to be lean, but I also need to be answerable to the kuliah. Okay, the new clear directive. So I think that's all from me. We adjourn the class with tasbih, kafara, and suratul Asr. Subhanakallah bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Okay, thank you, brothers and sisters. You may leave now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a nice.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.